Welcome to GoEngineer's Introduction to DraftSight. DraftSight is a professional-grade 2D CAD tool for engineers in any discipline. Whether you're doing facility layouts, electrical schematics, or simply need a 2D design tool, DraftSight provides an intuitive solution to fit your needs at a price you can afford. It provides flexibility by working seamlessly with traditional 2D CAD formats like DWG and DXF. It facilitates collaboration by helping you create and modify files that are easy to share with anyone. DraftSight provides easy integration with powerful data management platforms such as SOLIDWORKS PDM and the 3D Experience platform. DraftSight's flexible licensing offers include perpetual licensing for professional and premium levels and floating network licensing for Enterprise and Enterprise Plus. It will open, edit, and save DWG files with multiple versions, easily work with DWG files from customers, vendors, and suppliers, in addition to DWG files from other CAD packages. DraftSight uses the same technology for DWG file formats in all Dassault Systems products like 3D CAD, PDM, viewing, and PLM technologies. DraftSight is easy to install with a small download. It has a short learning curve with customizable user interface and a familiar command line interface with common commands and other innovative features like Property Manager and mouse gestures. DraftSight is platform independent, meaning it's compatible with multiple operating systems like Mac, Linux, and Windows. I'd like to show you some of the things about DraftSight that make it unique. Beyond its platform independence, there are several other unique capabilities as well as many familiar features that you've come to expect. In our section view here, for instance, there are layers that I really don't need to see. The Layer Manager makes hiding these layers extremely easy. With a simple Shift Select, I can turn all these layers on or off. You can see that it made the view much simpler. Mouse Gestures is another unique tool. By dragging with the right mouse button, this fully customizable circular toolbar with 4 or 8 commands gives me access to my most used commands. Simply drag the pointer across the command button, such as Insert Block, so I can easily insert a block of standard hardware. Common tools such as Explode are available from the command line, as well as multiple workspaces, which either allow menu access and standard toolbars in the classic workspace, or ribbon-type command organization in the drafting and annotation workspace. So if you're comfortable using toolbars or the command line, either is going to be available to you. I'll explode this block to allow editing of the fastener views. By isolating the layer these center lines are on, I can easily select them for deletion. Then I'll unisolate the layer. Next, I want to create a layer that's unique for these hardware components. From the Layer Manager, I'll select New and name the new layer Hardware. Then assign it a unique color. I'll create another layer that goes along with it called Hardware Hidden to identify the hidden lines. Notice that all the line types you would come to expect are available, and I can also load a wide variety of line types as well. But the lines that I already have loaded into this document are going to work just fine for us, so I'll choose Hidden. By box selecting these components, they can be easily assigned to the new hardware layer. Then I'll Shift select the hidden lines of the fastener views and assign them to the hardware hidden layer. And you can see that the line types and colors are appropriately reflected. The other thing that's unique about these components is their length. Our block uses a standard 10 mm length, but what I need are 16 mm fasteners. Using mouse gestures, it's easy to quickly select the offset command and enter an offset value. Here, I'll offset this line 16 mm. Next, I'll need to stretch these entities using the stretch tool from the ribbon. Making sure that I'm moving in the right direction is easy with context-sensitive snaps. I'll use perpendicular in this case. Then I'll delete that offset line. Another way to do this is to use the Move command to move these entities out 6 mm. The F8 shortcut key will bring in the common orthogonal snapping, and I can use the Extend command with a crossing box selection to bring these lines up to this line right here. This view of the fastener will need to be rotated -90 degrees for use in another model view. By using the Rotate command and box selecting the view, I can input the center of rotation and angle. Now that my hardware is set, I want to place it in the appropriate locations. I'll use the Move command with box selection of this top view, then select the center of the head for the From position. You'll notice that DraftSight uses unique snapping capabilities that allow me to easily grab the geometry that's relevant. Pressing F8 again will turn snapping off so I can locate these on the center of this other component. Creating a copy is simple using the Mirror command. I can choose all of my previous entities with the P shortcut key, then mirror them about the center line. Invoking orthogonal snapping again will make this extremely easy. I want to find the appropriate location in the front view for my other fastener. An infinite line is a great tool that allows me to do this, so I'll create some infinite lines from the center of these hex head cap screws. Next, I'll use the Move command again by box selecting the front view of the fastener and setting the midpoint of the head as the From position. Turning off the orthogonal snap, I can move the front view of this fastener right here. I'll drop it onto this intersection where the component belongs. I can copy my previous components the same way I did using the P to repeat my selection. Another unique command in DraftSight is the Power Trim tool, which makes it easy to eliminate unnecessary lines by simply dragging the cursor over the lines to eliminate. Alternatively, I could move all of the lines onto the hardware hidden layer. I can use the Power Painter to select an entity on a specific layer and then select other entities that will also be moved to the same layer. I don't want to see those hidden lines, so I'll use the pull down to hide the hardware hidden layer. The rotated view of the fastener needs to be placed in the left-hand view of this component. I'll simply use the Move command to select the entities and the midpoint for the From position and move it over to the correct view, zoom in, and snap it to the intersection here. Finally, I want to trim these lines using the Power Trim tool. I'll drag the cursor across the geometry and get rid of what's not necessary. The next step will be to add the bill of material line item for this component. Using blocks is another great way of doing this, and because this block has already been referenced in this drawing, it's easily accessible. I'll drop this onto our view and in the command line specify the item number, part number, description, and quantity. The final thing I need to do is add a couple of dimensions. Here I'll switch to the dimension layer and use some of the great dimension tools inside of DraftSight. In this case, I want to add a diameter here, but because it's a linear dimension, I don't have the diameter symbol. I can always override any dimension value. Adding this character string to the text override property gives us the diameter symbol and maintains the associative value. Next, I'll add a horizontal dimension. Using a similar operation, I'll add a different string to call this out as a reference dimension. Now that our drawing is complete, we can see that DraftSight gives us all of the tools we're used to working with in a typical 2D CAD application. This makes creating and modifying our drawings easy by using a combination of toolbars, mouse gestures, and even that familiar command line. Let's recap by looking at the major benefits of DraftSight. It has a familiar user interface with command line options and multiple customizable workspaces, with easy management and deployment through flexible licensing offers. It works with multiple operating systems, and you can find solutions and suggest enhancements through DraftSight.com and customer forums. It's budget-friendly with multiple operational levels. DraftSight works with popular vendor types. Professional technical support is available from GoEngineer 5 days a week from 8 a.m. Eastern Time to 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Thank you for watching this demonstration. If you'd like more information, please visit our website at goengineer.com.